For those of you who are not familiar with iCAN-Global, I'd just like to take a few minutes, yeah, this is my plug, to provide some information on who we are, what we do, what's our mission, and how we work with startups, emerging growth companies, and mature companies alike engaged in clean tech, renewable energy, information technology, and business processes. See that? Look at that. It's important to note, each member of the iCAN-Global management team has extensive experience in technology incubation, acceleration, commercialization. We've been on both sides of the funding process as investors and recipients. We've run public and private companies, both domestically and internationally, and have achieved success and disappointment during our business careers. iCAN-Global is committed to three primary target areas. Number one, providing access to the iCAN Accelerate team of executives, professionals, technologists, consultants, academics, and service providers through the launched iCAN-Global.com website. And our members are here to assist with services ranging from business plan reviews, through investor presentations, through technology validation, engineering, and yes, access to funding. The second point is to provide a platform for iCAN-Global clients to commercialize their products and services through our global network of business development executives. The network of BDEs currently encompasses 16 countries. Our BDEs have their finger on the pulse of economic development, technology development and needs, opportunities for licensing, partnering, sales, distribution, and collaboration within their respective countries. And the third is to level the playing field, if you will, by providing internet access to our global network of mentors, advisors, technologists, professionals, and service providers all through the internet. As I mentioned, the iCAN senior management team has a legacy in technology incubation and acceleration. To be more specific, iCAN New York was one of the early adopters of employing a virtual incubation strategy. Recently, I was discussing virtual incubation with a young man from Eastern Europe. I'll leave his name out. He told me, which was great to hear, that I am known as the father of virtual incubation. I wasn't sure whether it was to be offended as being the father of virtual incubation until he said, look, I could have labeled you as the grandfather of virtual incubation. So why is the concept of virtual incubation and acceleration important? The incubation industry is largely comprised of not-for-profit organizations supported by academic institutions, economic development agencies, or governments. The harsh realities of the lingering financial crisis suggest that many incubators have either lost funding or had their budgets reduced. This obviously has had a dramatic impact on those startups and early stage enterprises that rely on subsidies and grants for their very existence. I consider the internet the most disruptive technology ever introduced. The impact of the web has impacted literally every industry, including incubation. We, not unlike every one of you, realize that by using the internet as our infrastructure, we could drastically lower operating costs, expand our geographic coverage, but most importantly, expand the service and access to business and industry experts, no matter where they happen to be located. And as such, we've been able to recruit the best and the brightest from all over the world and really change the paradigm of technology incubation and acceleration. We then extended the concept and began actively recruiting mentors, advisors, coaches, and experts from all over the world. We performed due diligence on each applicant and prepare them to work with iCAN clients using every form of communication available. I've not seen one entrepreneur who does not carry a smartphone. It's been estimated that there are as many as 400 million entrepreneurs worldwide. It's also been estimated that over 84% are online at least once per day. So it becomes clear as to how business is being transacted in 2013 and will be going forward. Governments have made huge investments in new digital infrastructure, and iCAN leverages that surge in infrastructure development to reach entrepreneurs, early, emerging stage, and mature companies. And we're leveling the playing field regardless of location when it comes to accessing the best and the brightest. Today's presentation is about social media. We have assembled, well, I should say Sarah has assembled, a very distinguished panel which will be moderated by our social media maven, Sarah Bird. The evolution of social media and digital marketing is proving to be an essential component of a company's overall marketing strategy. However, before a company gets to the stage of its development where marketing is an issue, they need to develop their products, services, management teams, funding requirements, intellectual properties, core business models, and strategies. For those of you ready to start a business or are considering revenue or market expansion, the iCAN-Global team is ready to assist you in fulfilling your goals. The competition for funding on a global scale is fierce. You need a team that's been there and done that by your side and guiding your every move. The iCAN-Global Accelerate team is ready, able, and skilled. You can contact us through the newly introduced iCAN-Global.com website and discuss how we can work together. And now for my words of wisdom this morning. Well, let's see. Where are my words of wisdom this morning? There they are.